respiration in animals, chapter life processes. So in animals there are different types of respiratory systems. So in aquatic organisms like fishes, they are having gills as a respiratory system. So the how gills are, so first is respiration in aquatic organisms. So they have gills as their respiratory organ. So they are taking water from their mouth. So water is getting inside to mouth. Then after that the water is forced to gills. Then these gills absorb dissolved oxygen inside water. Then water is expelled out through gills. So this is the respiration in aquatic organisms. So this is a very small topic. Now we will see the respiration in terrestrial organisms, that is in human beings and other organisms. Respiration in terrestrial organisms or animals. So they have different kinds of respiratory system like frog, earthworm and other organisms like mammals. So they have different kinds of respiratory systems. So like animals or human beings, we have lungs for respiration. Some organisms are respiring through their skins, some have other important structures. So like earthworm and leech, they are respiring by their skin. Like earthworm, they are respiring through skin. Then amoeba, paramecium, they are respiring by body surface, etc. Like, and mammals, they have lungs or respiratory system. Like all advanced or higher animals have respiratory system, that is lungs. So today we will discuss about respiratory system of human being. So the respiratory system is consist of many parts or many sub-organs. Like it is starting from nasal passage. So first we will write the pathway of air. So first nasal passage or nostrils, then from nostrils this air is getting passed to nasal passage. Then from this nasal passage it is going to pharynx and larynx. Pharynx, then larynx, then from this larynx it is going to this rings of cartilage. Rings of cartilage, then from rings of cartilage it is entering to the lungs via bronchi. This bronchi, then from bronchi the air is going towards these bronchioles. Subdivisions of bronchi are known as bronchioles. Then from bronchioles air is going towards alveolar sacs or alveoli. So it is going to alveoli or alveolar sacs. Alveoli, then alveolar sac. So this is the pathway of air. So air is getting inside from these nostrils having oxygen inside it, having oxygen. getting inside, because air is having oxygen and carbon dioxide as well as nitrogen. So we are in the requirement of oxygen only. So we will take only oxygen, but total air is getting inside the lung. So we can say that it is the pathway of oxygen. So oxygen or air is getting inside from nostrils, then it is going toward nasal passages. From nasal passage it is going to pharynx, then larynx, then after larynx it is going towards rings of cartilage, then from rings of cartilage it is entering to lungs. We have pair of lungs which is connected to bronchi. So two bronchi are there, each lung have one bronchi. Then this one large bronchi is subdivided into bronchioles, some channels. Then these bronchioles having alveolar sacs or alveoli. These alveoli have alveolar sacs. So this is the pathway for oxygen. Then this is the structure of alveolar sac. So here blood vessels are connected, capillaries are connected. So blood is the transporting medium of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So blood will take oxygen. Suppose this oxygen is getting inside in the alveolar sac. So suppose this is alveolar sac. So it will take oxygen with the help of diffusion process. So diffusion is the movement of molecule from higher concentration to lower concentration. Then in exchange of oxygen, this will give carbon dioxide to the blood or to the bronchioles. So it will take, the blood will take oxygen with the help of diffusion and remove the carbon dioxide. Now we will see the pathway for carbon dioxide. So it is reverse for carbon dioxide. So from alveolar sac it will goes to alveoli, then from alveoli it will go to bronchioles, then from bronchioles it will go to bronchi, then rings of cartilage, then larynx, from larynx to pharynx, pharynx to nasal passage, then finally it will be expelled from nostrils. So it is the pathway for exchange of gases like oxygen and CO2. So from CO2 it is going from this and oxygen coming inside. So these are the parts of respiratory system. So respiratory system of human beings consists of nasal passage. So it is the, and it is opening is known as nostril. So from nostril we are inhaling the air. So first step is inhalation. So if we see the mechanism of respiration, mechanism so respiration or breathing, we can say breathing, because this respiration is metabolic respiration, so it requires oxygen. So from this oxygen comes from this pathway of air. So we are getting oxygen. So we can write it as mechanism of gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange. So here gases are CO2 and carbon dioxide and oxygen are the gases which are getting exchanged. So from this diagram we can conclude that from nostrils these gases are getting entered, then from these nostrils it is going to this nasal passage, then from nasal passage it is going to pharynx and larynx. So it is known as windpipe. Windpipe is rings of cartilage. So it is having rings. So it is having rings so that it cannot collapse because of pressure. Then from this rings of cartilage it is divided into two parts known as bronchi. Each bronchi connected to each lung. That is left and right lung. Then lungs have bronchioles or the connection of bronchioles or network-like structures. So this bronchi is getting subdivided into number of channels known as bronchioles, and these bronchioles have alveolar sac from in which the diffusion is getting takes place. From inside the alveoli, gaseous exchange is taking place. So it has connection with vessels of blood. It is having capillaries from which carbon dioxide and oxygen is getting exchanged. So first the mechanism is having inhalation. So first we inhale the air, then after the inhalation exchange takes place, exchange of O2 and CO2 inside the alveolar sac. So these are having capillaries. So these capillaries having blood, these capillaries having blood. So blood is the transporting medium. So it transports oxygen and carbon dioxide. So it is taking oxygen and in exchange it is giving carbon dioxide to this alveolar sac. So this carbon dioxide will be removed out. So this process is known as inhalation, and exhalation of air is known as breathing. So we breathe out. So this oxygen is required in the process of respiration that we have already discussed in our previous lecture. Then last is exhalation. So first is inhalation. Inhalation means taking in the air. Then exchange of O2 takes place inside the alveolar sac. Then third is exhalation of air. So we exhale out or we expel out the gases like carbon dioxide. So we remove the carbon dioxide from same mechanism or same system, that is from alveolar sac carbon dioxide is taken up, then from alveolar sac it goes to alveoli, then from alveoli it is going to bronchioles, then from bronchioles it is going to bronchi, then rings of cartilage, larynx, pharynx, nasal passage and nostrils. So this is the pathway. So in examination they can ask write the pathway for air. So you can write this pathway, or they can ask this diagram. So in this diagram last is diaphragm. So diaphragm is the dividing part. So it divides or it separates upper part and lower abdominal part, that is digestive system and respiratory system. It divides upper abdomen and lower abdomen. So it is flexible. So when we take breath or we take gases, so it expands. Then after that we exhale, then it is getting relaxed. So it is the dividing portion of our body. Then they can ask you that how gases exchange takes place. So you can write this mechanism. So in this mechanism you have to write first inhalation. So inside the inhalation we are taking air from this pathway. Then from this pathway action of gases, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide, taking place inside the alveolar sac. So this alveolar sac has capillaries or blood vessels connected in it. Then from the process of diffusion it is taking oxygen, and in exchange with that it is giving carbon dioxide. Then finally exhalation takes place. So exhalation, inside the exhalation carbon dioxide goes outside the body from this pathway. So these are the questions they can ask you, and they can also ask you to draw this diagram or name the structures. So this oxygen, so RBCs are the main factor to take this oxygen. So RBCs are having hemoglobin, they are having hemoglobin pigment. So this hemoglobin binds with oxygen, and it transport oxygen in our body. Then this carbon dioxide goes to blood, and after that it comes to this alveolar sac, then finally it is expelled out from this pathway. So here we can conclude that the mechanism of gaseous exchange has three steps. First, inhalation. Second, exchange of gases, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide, which is taking place inside the alveolar sac, which is having capillaries. And capillaries has blood. Blood has RBCs, which has hemoglobin pigment, which binds with oxygen, and it carries the oxygen toward various parts of our body. Then final step is exhalation or removal of carbon dioxide.